What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. For those of you who have seen my other video on Shanquella, they got a lot of traction. Hopefully it got the ball rolling on this particular subject matter because it has gone viral. She's being spoken about on different blogs. YouTubers are speaking about her. And this was a story that I had came across very randomly because there were 3 other Black Americans who had lost their lives due to carbon monoxide poisoning while they were in Mexico right around the same time. And that's when I discovered the story. That was late October. And then when I looked into it, it was just very suspicious how a woman who went with her friends to Mexico could mysteriously break her neck and look as though she was beaten. Now, this was when I initially did my first video less than a week ago. And I also did a live stream to follow up on it. I'll link it in the description. It was a great live stream. In the live stream, I basically put out all of the friends, their faces, their names, and it was according to a blog site on Facebook by the name of the North Carolina Beat. And I spoke on everybody in that situation. I spoke on one of the guys making a live stream. I reacted to his live stream. So if y'all want more of that info, it's in my live stream that I did last night. It's a great live stream. I'll link it in the description box, but this is going to be more towards the person who was in the video, because there was a video, I didn't show it in my live stream, it's on my Twitter, of Shanquella getting beaten up by some heifer, some rough looking heifer. And I'm being very PG with that. Her name, and she's on the left, her quotation marks, is Daejhanae Jackson. She's on the left, Shanquella's on the right. And if anybody saw that mauling, all these people, these so-called friends standing around recording her being beaten while she had no clothes on, she was nude, getting beaten up by this person, right? I called her a beast in my live stream because that's what she is. And what was that for? And I said to myself, I would not be surprised if this was a setup, because she was surrounded by people who didn't like her, Shanquella, unbeknownst to her. She thought she was going to hang out with friends. She was in vacation mode. She wasn't in fighting mode. But you have one of these pit bulls that felt like they needed to settle a score over something that wasn't even that important. You know, this person, Daejhanae, and let me get to Daejhanae real quick, because according to the North Carolina Beat on Facebook, she has fled North Carolina. She's fled North Carolina. It says sources close to Daejhanae Jackson, who was seen in the now viral video attacking 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson in Mexico, tells the North Carolina Beat that she has fled from North Carolina to the state of Connecticut. But first off, why would her people, now this could be people that don't like her. This could be people who are against her, who are saying that she went to Connecticut. I'm like, you know, why would you tell her she's going to Connecticut unless you don't really care for her that much? This person should be in prison, preferably a Mexican prison. This particular female here, she beat this girl like she had really wronged her, right? And that probably wasn't even the case. That could have been something that happened years ago that she's kept to herself. And when she had her isolated, when she knew that, because the only way that this female would have beaten on Shanquella the way that she did is because she knew the people there wouldn't do anything. Why would she think that? Why would she be so comfortable? It is because she's probably spoken about it to them. And she had a quote unquote best friend who's a lame, limp wrist idiot who did not do anything, right? But want to run the social media. Now, this is Daejhanae's, let me get it. This is her with her Cash App. She's begging for money. And somebody put this on Facebook. Shout out to y'all. Now, this according to Daejhanae. She put this on her IG stories. Everybody makes mistakes right now. Me and my family going through it, bruh. I'm innocent. Please find forgiveness in your heart to help me through this tough time. And she put her Cash App, Living Life. She said that she's going live. So if she goes live and I obtain that video or that live stream, I will respond to it on my live stream, because I believe she is the reason why that Shanquella passed away. The beating that she gave her is consistent with what they found when they did the autopsy in Mexico. Okay, just a lot of fakeness. You know, like she was fake to Shanquella when Shanquella went on that vacation thinking she was going with friends, but you really was with enemies. And how dare Daejhanae try to pretend as if you care about her? No, you don't. You wanted to get your get back, whatever it is. Because you see, females like Daejhanae were never attractive. Females like Daejhanae had to fight tooth and nail to get men, right? Because let me tell you something right now, everything with these women is about men. And if you don't think that's the case, then a lot of you are living under a rock. These females do anything to get male attention. And if they feel like you're getting more than them, they're gonna take it out on you. And I said to myself, Daejhanae is the type of female that probably used to fight lighter complected females who had longer long real hair, because they were getting the attention of the boys that she wanted, right? And now she's on the run, and she may stay on the run because those charges are probably gonna come. There's just too much outrage, and they're gonna look into this. This ain't a situation where it looks like a mistake and they just have no evidence to say otherwise. This woman had all types of injuries to her face, to her body. You can't overlook that. You can't overlook that. What happened to her? And matter of fact, let's get into the autopsy. Let's get into the autopsy information. Now, this is according to My Fox 8. So the death certificate for Shanquella Robinson has been released, but her family says it doesn't answer enough questions about the 25-year-old's death last month. Robinson, well known for her business braiding hair, was in Cabo San Lucas with a group of friends celebrating someone's birthday. The 25-year-old turned up dead after just one day on vacation. The death certificate obtained by Nextstar's WJZY lists the cause of death as a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae. If y'all seen that video, the mauling that Shanquella had done to her by Daejhanae, you will see what happened to her. The chick could barely move when she was on the ground. It is because that heifer, okay, that weird looking heifer was throwing her around, mauling her. That is why she had those injuries. And none of those so-called friends did anything about it. They allowed it to happen because they wanted it to happen. If any of them were true friends, they would have stepped in. But none of them stepped in. None of them. They didn't care. They wanted it to happen. They thought she probably thinks she deserves it. That's how sick this society is. This society is sick. And you have to be careful of the type of people that you come across. And people will say, well, why speak on it? It's because I don't want to see those types of things happen to anybody. I'm of someone that don't like people who are bullies, man. And they try to prey on people that they think are weak, who they think are in a vulnerable situation. And I'm going to speak out every time. And the people, all of that circle jerk of friends are getting exactly what's coming to them. They're getting all the smoke from everywhere. It's going to be relentless. And as I said in my video, my live stream, it's not going to stop anytime soon. the pressure is going to continue to be applied, not only by me, but by other people. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them start folding. You can run all you want to, but your photos are out there, your name is out there. What are you going to do? And if anybody's cash apping Daejhanae, they are part of the problem. Robinson, her friends had rented a villa, supposedly didn't go out that night. According to Robinson's family, friends told me she was drunk when she died. They didn't call us until the last minute, and then on top of that, they said the maid found her. Salamandra Robinson, Shanquella's mother, said no one told the same story, so I never believed them anyway. I see why, because they come off as liars, and they are. The section of the death certificate where police could have noted any sign of intoxication only said person found unconscious in her living room. The group stayed at the Villa Linda 32, a property listed on CaboVillas.com. A representative of the company said the group of friends called the concierge for help on Saturday afternoon. The concierge called a doctor who gave CPR. Robinson died at 3 p.m. an estimated 15 minutes after her injury. So 15 minutes after her injury is when she passed away. That was probably right after that clip is when she passed away. And when they realized that she wasn't breathing, they all panicked and got out of there. The death certificate has a section that reads, was it accidental or violent? Yes was typed in that section, but it's unclear which of those authorities were answering. Maybe they believe it was both. Maybe believe it was a violent act that was accidental. But you can't look at that video and tell me what happened to this girl was accidental. It should have never happened. It should have never happened. This is all on those so-called fake friends of hers, especially this one here on the left. All right. When you have a lifetime of being the ugly girl, it causes you to react certain ways, in violent ways. And that's how she reacted. That's why she's fled the state of North Carolina. But you're only fleeing because you know you did it. And your life will never be the same. The life of your friends will never be the same. And you caused this. You caused this. You did it to yourself. I don't feel sorry for none of them. When I was doing my live stream, I was told that one of her so-called friends was getting chased around and he ran to the police station. Listen, it's going to be a tough time for these people, man. Until they tell the truth and do right by Shanquella's family, they're going to deal with this for a very long time. So let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure y'all go and check out the live stream I did, and I'll see y'all next one.